Good morning, dear Virgo. The ground beneath you is moving. That's what's coming through as I tune into the collective energy right now. Not an earthquake, not destruction, a shift. The kind of shift where everything that was is becoming everything that will be, and there's no going back to what was before. The door behind you is closing. The one ahead hasn't fully opened yet. You're in between worlds right now. What I'm picking up on is massive. Change so big, it's going to redefine your normal, your baseline, your daily reality. The life you've been living, that version is ending. Not violently, not tragically, just ending. Making space for a version you haven't lived yet. One you maybe haven't even fully imagined because you didn't think it was possible for you. You feel it already, don't you? That restlessness, that sense that something's about to break open. You're probably not sleeping the same. Dreams getting weird, energy feeling strange, old things suddenly irritating you when they never bothered you before, people you used to tolerate becoming unbearable, situations you used to accept feeling completely wrong now. That's not random. That's you outgrowing your current reality before the new one has fully formed. Let me read what's actually changing. Because this isn't one area, the energy is showing me multiple dominoes falling, one big shift triggering others, like pulling one thread and watching the whole fabric come undone. Except it's not coming undone in a bad way. It's coming undone so it can be rewoven into something that actually fits who you're becoming. For some of you, this change is geographical. You're moving or about to move. Not just houses, cities, maybe, states, countries for some. The place you've been living is no longer where you're meant to be. And the pull towards somewhere else is getting stronger. Strong enough that you're probably already looking, already planning, already feeling yourself leaving before you've physically left. For others, it's relational. Someone's leaving your life or you're leaving theirs, not necessarily through conflict, sometimes through natural completion. You've grown in different directions. What bonded you before doesn't bond you now, and pretending otherwise is costing more than you can afford to pay. So something's ending. A relationship, a friendship, a connection you thought was permanent, turning out to be seasonal. Or someone's entering, someone significant, someone who's going to alter your trajectory just by being in it. Someone you haven't met yet, or someone you know but haven't connected with deeply yet. And when that connection forms, it's going to reorganize your priorities, your time, your energy, your life will orient around this person in ways you can't predict yet, but you'll feel immediately. Professional change is screaming in this reading. Career shifts, job changes. What you've been doing for work is probably not what you'll be doing much longer. Either you're quitting, or you're getting fired, or you're getting promoted into something completely different, or you're starting your own thing, or you're pivoting industries entirely. The work chapter you've been in is closing. What replaces it might scare you a little because it's bigger than what you've been doing, requires more, but also fulfills more. What I'm sensing is some of you have been preparing for this without knowing you were preparing. learning skills that seemed random, meeting people who seemed unimportant, going through experiences that felt like detours. All of it was preparation. All of it was building the foundation for what's coming. You're more ready than you think. You just don't know what you're ready for yet, but you're about to find out. Identity changes here too. Who you've been is not who you're becoming. And I don't mean superficial change like a new haircut or style. I mean core identity shift. The way you see yourself is transforming. Old labels dropping off, old stories losing their power, old beliefs about your limitations crumbling. You're stepping into a version of yourself that's been waiting underneath the one you've been performing. Financial energy is shifting hard. Money is about to move differently in your life. For most of you, that means increase, not slow increase. Jump increase, something landing that changes your financial baseline, an opportunity, an offer, an idea that actually works, something you've been building finally paying off. Your relationship with money is about to change because the amount of it changes. And with more money comes more choices, more freedom, more power over your own life. But for some, the change is about release. Releasing the need to chase money as the primary driver, choosing fulfillment over paycheck, taking the risk to do what you actually want instead of what pays. That shift feels huge because it goes against everything you've been taught. But the reading is showing me that for those of you making that choice, it works out. Not immediately, maybe, but eventually, you land on your feet in a position where you're both fulfilled and financially okay. Health shifts for some, your body demanding different treatment, demanding you stop ignoring it, demanding rest or movement or better food or medical attention or stress reduction. Something in your physical system is saying enough to how you've been operating, and you're going to have to listen because ignoring it is no longer an option. Your body is forcing the change your mind kept postponing, or maybe health improving dramatically, something that's been wrong getting right, energy returning, pain decreasing, diagnosis changing, treatment working, your body coming back online after being offline for so long. And with that physical shift comes capability you haven't had. Suddenly, you can do things you couldn't, go places you couldn't, live in ways that weren't accessible when you were limited by physical struggle. What's coming through about the timing of all this? It's now, not someday, not when you're ready. Now, some of these changes are already in motion, already happening under the surface. You might be feeling the tremors without seeing the earthquake yet, but it's building. It's close. Within weeks, not months. Within days, for some of you. The energy is urgent, immediate, present tense, not future tense. And here's the thing about change this big. You can't control it. You can't stop it. You can't slow it down to a pace that feels comfortable. It's coming at the speed it's coming. All you can control is how you meet it. Do you resist and make it harder? Or do you surrender and let it move through you? Do you cling to what's dying? Or do you open your hands and make space for what's being born? What the reading is showing me about fear, you're probably scared. That's normal. That's human. Change this massive is terrifying even when it's good change, because the unknown is scary. Leaving the familiar is scary. Not knowing how things will work out is scary. Losing control is scary. Being in transition is scary. All of that fear is valid, but it's not a reason to resist what's coming. The universe is not asking your permission. It's not waiting for you to feel ready. It's moving you whether you cooperate or not. So you might as well cooperate. Might as well work with the change instead of against it. Might as well trust that something this big wouldn't be happening if you weren't meant to survive it. If you weren't meant to thrive in what comes after. What I'm picking up on is you've been asking for this. Maybe not consciously, maybe not in these exact words, but you've been asking every time you felt stuck and wished for different time. Every time you looked at your life and thought, there has to be more than this. Every time you daydreamed about other possibilities. Every time you felt the gap between who you are and who you're living as, you were asking. And this change is the answer. What happens to the people in your life when everything changes? Some come with you, some don't. And that's not a judgment on them or you, it's just how it works. When you shift frequencies, the people vibrating at your old frequency can't always make the jump with you. They're not meant to. They were right for where you were. They might not be right for where you're going. And that's okay. Let them stay if staying is what they need. Let yourself go if going is what you need. New people are coming. People who match the new frequency. People who fit the new life. People who get the new you in ways the old people never could. You won't be alone in the new chapter. You'll just be surrounded by different people, better matched people, people who are supposed to be there instead of people who happen to be there. What the energy wants you to know about what you're leaving behind. It served you. Everything you're leaving served you. Even the hard parts, even the painful parts, even the parts you wish never happened. All of it shaped you, taught you, prepared you, made you capable of handling what's coming. So honor it, thank it, release it. Don't carry resentment or regret into the new chapter. Travel light and what you're moving toward. It's not perfect. It's not going to solve every problem or erase every struggle, but it's better. It's more aligned. It's closer to what you're actually meant to be living. It matches who you're actually meant to be. And that alignment, even with its challenges, is going to feel so much better than the misalignment you've been tolerating. Something I need to say, you can't skip this. You can't avoid it. You can't postpone it. This change is mandatory. It's happening. The question is not whether, the question is how. How gracefully can you move through it? How much can you trust while you can't see? How willing are you to let go of what was so you can receive what will be? The reading is clear. Life as you know it is over. Not your life itself, but the form it's been taking, the shape it's been holding. That's dissolving. What takes its place will look different, feel different, be different, and you'll be different in it. More yourself, actually. More aligned, more alive, more free. This is it. The moment everything changes, not someday. Now, what you do with this information is up to you, but the change itself, that's already decided, already in motion, already unstoppable. Get ready or don't. Either way, here it comes.